I can't believe you get to do this every day.
Being the groundskeeper is a great gig. Who else gets to enjoy the smell of fresh-cut ballpark grass first thing in the morning?
Awesome.
You know what else is awesome? The Flats Country Band just agreed to play our end-of-the-season concert.
That is awesome. I can't wait to hear them play their song. Eat the fruit again, we can't wait to eat the fruit again. Whoa!
What was that? We're stuck in a hole.
A hole in the field? That's weird. Hey, there's another one. And another one. The field is full of holes.
But the field was in great shape just a few days ago.
What could have happened? Loteria. I win! I win!
Oh, hermanita, you didn't win? I never called La Manzana.
I don't know what you're talking about, Inez. You definitely called La Manzana, La Escuela, El Perito, and La Sopa. So I win.
Ah, Camila, you're not following the rules again.
Are you calling me a cheater?
I don't know. Are you a cheater?
Hola, mis niñas. I got your favorite, buñuelos from the Colombian bakery.
Buñuelos! Thanks, Mama. Wait a minute.
Is something wrong?
We usually only eat buñuelos as a special Saturday morning treat. But today isn't Saturday.
You're right.
What's going on, Mama?
What? Your mama can't get her hijas preciosas as special treats for no reason? Okay, fine, you got me. I brought buñuelos because I need you two to do something for me.
Uh-oh, this is not good.
Not good at all.
Escuchen. I'm going to be working from home a lot more, which means I need an office, which means... Camila, I need you to move in with your sister in her room.
¿Qué?
¿Cómo? But, Mama, I can't live with Inez. She's so bossy.
Well, I can't live with her either. She never follows the rules.
There has to be something else we can do. Anything.
Lo siento, niñas, pero your papa and I went over it a bunch of times and we've decided there is no better option.
But how are we going to be roommates if we can't even agree on the rules of a game?
No sé, pero you two are just gonna have to find a way to make it work. Okay, muchas gracias. Adiós.
So, how are we gonna do this?
Here. Hold the measuring tape so we can see how big this room is.
How long is it?
12 feet.
Okay, how about the other way?
Another 12 feet. Okay. So this is the room. It's 12 feet this way.
And 12 feet the other way.
And since the length and width are the same, that makes it a perfect square.
Why don't we just split the square in half, like this? Then we each get one half of the room. All my stuff will go on one side, and all your stuff will go on the other side. Problem solved. Let's do it.
No. Not so fast, hermana. I'm not cool with this plan.
What's wrong with it? I get half, you get half. Fair is fair.
But it's not fair. This is my room. I was here first. Let's do it this way.
That's cool. 4 equal parts.
Exactly. I'll take this part, and this part.
Wait, that's 3 parts for you and only 1 part for me?
Sorry, Camila. I'm the oldest. so I should get a bigger part of the room.
But I can't even fit my skateboards into this teeny tiny square. Ugh, this is never gonna work.
Ugh, what a mess!
Inez,
Oh! Hi, Motherboard.
Dingerville needs your help.
I'm on my way.
Inez, over here!
Hey, everyone. So, what's the problem? Whoa!
You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. But it looks like the ball field is definitely not okay. What happened?
Someone or something dug it up last night.
All I know is we've got to fix it. The Dragons are having their end-of-the-season concert here tomorrow night.
That only gives us the rest of today and tomorrow. That's only 2 days.
Oh, this is not good. This is not good at all. Do we have any ideas about who or what did this?
What if it was Hacker who dug up the field?
Well, we'll know in a minute. Follow me. Here's the security camera footage from last night.
All right, Hacker, show yourself.
That's not Hacker.
Ew, what are those?
They sound like Cyberdillos.
They are Cyberdillos.
Aw, I think they're kind of cute.
Cute or not, they've ruined our field. What are we gonna do?
Thanks for seeing us, Mayor.
I always have time for you and the CyberSquad. Understand you have a problem.
A big problem. The Dragons' end-of-the-season concert is tomorrow night.
And the ball field has been taken over by Cyberdillos.
The Cyberdillos are back?
Back?
But I've never seen Cyberdillos on the field before.
Actually, they were here before the ball field was built.
They were?
Let me show you. This is what the town used to look like just a few years ago.
Whoa! This whole area is woods.
So the Cyberdillos used to have this entire space to themselves?
If I were a Cyberdillo, that would make me very happy.
But then the town started growing, and the ball field was built along with neighborhoods on either side of it.
May I?
Of course!
If we divide the map into 3 parts, we see that the ballpark and the neighborhoods took up 2 of the 3 parts of the space.
That's 2/3, leaving the Cyberdillos with only 1/3 of the space.
Then the trolley line was built.
And once the trolley line was built, the Cyberdillos had even less space.
Oh, if I were a Cyberdillo then, that would make me very unhappy.
I'm afraid it might get even worse for them. We've started building a new Skytram in that same area.
Okay, so what do we know?
We know we need to do something about these Cyberdillos before the concert tomorrow night.
Do we, though?
What do you mean?
I mean, the Cyberdillos were here first. You know, this is their space.
Huh, that's a good point.
But then where will the Dragons play?
Another good point.
Also, where will we have the concert? The ballpark is the only place big enough for all of Dingerville to gather.
And another good point.
So, the Cyberdillos have to move?
Maybe we can find a way for the people of Dingerville and the Cyberdillos to both be happy.
But what about the Cyberdillos? What do they need to be happy?
Nothing helps you research like a Dingerville Frank.
So this says, in order to be happy, Cyberdillos need food.
And they love tasty bugs.
They also need water. And of course, they need shelter.
That's why they dig these holes.
And look, Cyberdillos can also roll up into a little ball.
Aw,
So cute.
Okay, I'll admit that's cute. Sort of.
Come on! How could anyone not want these little critters to be happy?
So, they need food, shelter, and water.
Maybe some of the Cyberdillos are getting what they need here. But not all of them. You heard the mayor. They're building a Skytram in the woods.
That's going to leave even less room for those little guys.
So the Dig is thinking those Cyberdillos that aren't getting everything they need in the woods are probably the ones coming here to the ballpark.
Didge, you're a...
Yeah, a genius. I know.
How's the hole filling going?
It's going all right, but there sure are a lot of holes.
Where are you headed?
To the woods. We need more information.
We're going to see if we can figure out what the Cyberdillos are missing.
Wait up, I'll come with you.
I'll help you fill the holes.
Okay, let's check out what's going on out here. I'll go this way.
And I'll go that way.
Hang on, let's get organized first. In the first column on the chart, let's put the things the Cyberdillos need. Food, water, and shelter.
Then, in the next column, we can put the things the Cyberdillos already have.
So, do the Cyberdillos have enough food in the woods?
Wow! There are logs and old trolley tracks everywhere.
Look!
Poor little guy must be looking for bugs to eat.
I got it.
Whoa, lunch!
Yeah, but the problem is the Cyberdillos can't get to it because the logs are all piled up instead of spread out on the ground.
Up until now, they haven't been able to get to the bugs, so that's a no for food. Next is water. Do the Cyberdillos have enough water?
That's one thing they do have.
Water, yes.
How about shelter? Do Cyberdillos have a place to live here?
If they can't dig between these tracks or under the logs for food, then they definitely can't dig enough burrows.
That's a big no for shelter.
So, here in the woods, the Cyberdillos don't have food, they do have water, but they don't have shelter.
1 out of 3 is not very good.
Yeah, things aren't looking great for the Cyberdillos.
Let's see how things are for them at the ball field.
First up is food.
I found food.
Ew, ew, and double ew. Why is there food all over?
We've never had a problem with that before.
Could be that we just started practicing after lunch. We didn't do that before. I guess the team isn't throwing away their trash.
I found water!
And I found shelter.
How'd we miss that one?
The Cyberdillos can't dig their burrows in the woods.
But the soil on the ball field is soft and uncovered, which makes for great burrow digging.
The field is wet too. It must have rained last night.
You know, I read that rain brings bugs.
And there are bugs, all right.
Ah, and bugs bring Cyberdillos.
That's 3 out of 3. No wonder they've been digging up the ball field.
Exactly. It's so much easier to get what they need here in their old home than in the woods. And they're the ones that have to leave?
Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay. I'm not okay with any of this. The Cyberdillos were here first, so they shouldn't have to leave. Oh, it's so unfair.
It is unfair, but the people of Dingerville need space too, for things like sports and concerts.
But the Cyberdillos weren't given a choice. They were just pushed out of their home.
You're not wrong, and that's why we're trying to make sure their new home is giving them everything they need.
I just wish things could go back to how they were before the ballpark was built.
Me too, but things can't stay the same forever.
Why?
That's just how it is sometimes. But that doesn't mean we give up. It means we need to find new ways to make things work. And hopefully, everyone can still be happy.
Thanks, Didge. I really needed that. It's not fair that the Cyberdillos have to move. But it'll be a lot less unfair if we make sure they have what they need to be happy in the woods.
Exactly. We need to do everything we can to make the woods a better place for the Cyberdillos to live.
Then they'll want to stay there.
And we can make the ballpark a less inviting place for the Cyberdillos to live. So they won't even bother coming here.
Sounds like it's time for a solutions chart. How can we make sure the Cyberdillos are getting what they need in the woods?
When it comes to food, I can ask the mayor if it's okay to remove the tracks and clear the rocks.
Then they'll be able to dig for food again.
And to make sure there are always plenty of bugs to eat, we can spread out the fallen logs.
The Cyberdillos have water in the woods, so we're good there. Getting rid of the old tracks and spreading out the logs will make it easier for the Cyberdillos to dig the burrows they need.
That covers the woods. Now what about the ballpark?
I'll make sure the team cleans up after they eat from now on. The leftover trash is just too tempting for the Cyberdillos.
And we can cover the field with tarps so the Cyberdillos can't dig there for bugs.
That will take care of shelter, too. If they can't dig for bugs, then they also can't dig their burrows.
Then I can fix the leaky drinking fountain.
That should take care of water.
Yikes! So much to do before the concert.
And it's already dark. So we only have one more day to do it all.
All we have time to do tonight is lay down some tarps over the field. Well, that ought to do it. The tarps ought to keep the Cyberdillos from digging up the field tonight.
All we can do now is wait until tomorrow morning.
On the count of three, pull.
One, two,
three! No holes! It worked!
Phew, what a relief. I really didn't want to spend all day filling holes again.
But we still have a big ballpark to clean up.
And a leak to fix.
And don't forget about making a nice home for the Cyberdillos in the woods.
all before the concert tonight. How are we going to do that?
No problem. I brought backup.
Me too. But we did it.
Thanks to all of us working together, we got the ballpark cleaned up.
And the woods.
I just hope the Cyberdillos will be happy.
What's not to be happy about? Oh, yeah!
Hopefully, from now on, the people of Dingerville and the Cyberdillos will live together happily, side by side.
We better get off the field. It's almost time for the concert to start.
Let's go.
Concert time! Hey, Didge, I just wanted to say thanks.
What are you thanking me for?
For helping me see that everyone can still get something they need, even when things feel unfair. can do this. Camila!
Yeah.
Can we talk?
I'm listening.
I want to find a way for us to both be happy.
Really?
Really. I realized it doesn't matter that I had the room first, or if this all feels a little unfair. Mama needs me to share the room with you, so that's what I'm going to do.
And how are you gonna do that?
You know how we split up the room into 4 parts?
Yeah. That was like a second ago.
Well, I'm going to give you 2 of the 4 parts.
So we'll both have the same amount of space?
Yes! Half for you and half for me.
You're my favorite sister.
I'm your only sister. But this room is pretty small. I can't fit all my stuff into half of the space, and I don't think you can either.
Nuh-uh. Have you seen all my skateboards?
So we've still got some things to figure out, like which of our things we'll actually need in here.
Well, I need my bed by the window because I get hot and need fresh air.
Okay, well, I need my desk close to the outlets so I can plug in my laptop.
So, why don't I go on this side?
And I'll go to this side.
You've got yourself a deal, sister.
Yeah!
Stay right where you are. It's Cyberchase for real.
Today, I'm doing something I've always wanted to do. Go to the Bronx Zoo. I'm meeting my cousin Kimmy. What's up, cuz?
Hey, Booker.
It's amazing to see all these animals living in the middle of New York City.
I know. I love coming here.
I like checking out all the different places where animals live.
Me too. I like seeing how the people here provide the animals with the things they need.
Right. Sea lions live in water, and they like to eat fish.
You know, I read that most of the water sea lions need comes from the fish they eat, not from seawater.
Fun fact. Whoa. I could watch penguins all day.
Like the sea lions, they also like water and land.
I read on a sign, it said their bird pals are Inca terns.
Yep. Penguins and Inca terns like these share the same habitat in South America.
Here, they have lots of space to fly.
And they can make nests in the cliffs.
It looks like this habitat has a den to sleep in.
And water for cooling off.
It's so great to see all these animals up close, so we can learn about them.
Scientists also learn about wildlife in a natural habitat right here, at the zoo.
What do you mean?
Follow me. I want you to meet some friends.
12.5 inches.
And the tail?
11.5 inches.
Hey, Kiana. Hi, Noor.
Hi, you must be Booker.
Hey, is that a snapping turtle?
Yep.
That is not an animal I'm happy to see. When I swim in a lake, I worry one might bite me.
No need to worry. Snapping turtles usually don't mind sharing water where humans also swim. As long as we don't bother them, they tend to go and hide in the mud or grass.
Actually, you should be happy to see her. Years ago, animals struggled to survive here because the Bronx River was polluted.
What changed?
Well, people in the community helped clean up the river. So now, snapping turtles and other animals, like egrets, ducks, and fish, can live here.
And snapping turtles return the favor. They help keep the river healthy by eating all kinds of things. Worms, insects, fish, and plants.
Wow, I didn't know that. But what are you doing with snapping turtles?
Well, we're collecting information to help scientists understand how well snapping turtles are doing in their habitat.
What kind of information?
We're counting how many we're finding. And to monitor their health, we're measuring the turtle shells and tails.
It's sort of like when you go to the doctors for a checkup. That is awesome.
That's right. And since she's so big, we know that she's been living a healthy life here for about 20 years.
So to keep wildlife healthy, we need to do everything we can to protect their habitat, especially in the places that we share.
Right, like making sure trash, especially plastic, doesn't end up in rivers, lakes, and the ocean. Then more snapping turtles and other animals can live happily ever after.